I really don't like doing what's cool and what's popular right now because everyone's fucking doing it right now. I'm sure there's 1,000 guys on YouTube right now doing snap builds and, oh, this is a Qubeley Dam, man, I got it, it's so cool. And then like, I have to do this model because two things. It's a Qubeley, and this guy ripped off 5-star stories. The guy who designed this, I don't know, what's his name? I'm sure someone posted on the comments what his name is. This guy ripped off. This guy's ripping off 5-star stories. The designs, even though Nagano has designed the Zeta suits, it's just everything about this screams it. Even though Qubeley is designed by Nagano, so it's the whole shit show. And I have to do it. 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 So let's get to it. First of all, this like I'm loving these new designs for the boxes. They're better than the old P-Bandai boxes. Like the Stormbringer has this. I think that stupid ball pod had something like that. I'm pretty sure Hyakushiki Crash and that Astray they showed off a few weeks ago are gonna have it or whatever. So this is cool. Very neat. It's like there's one thing you gotta know about me. I burn my fucking boxes. I do not save my boxes. They go right in the fucking trash. I break down the vintage boxes. I saved the resin boxes because those things are sometimes worth more than the kit. And for SDG Generation and SD Sengokuden, I cut the boxes, so I save them all folded up. For the most part, like this box is probably going to get burned. Just so you know. Let's get to it. Alrighty, so straight off the bat, we have Qubeley parts from the OG. This is all OG, and look, there's the decals. Decals are pretty cool, you know, and all of this is just the original runners for the Qubeley Master Grade that was released probably 40 fucking years ago by now. So yeah, you're gonna get some old parts. Once again, these are old Qubeley parts. These are all old parts. Okay, so I know for a fact they're giving you new arms and new feet, so you're gonna have a ton of extra parts. So that's cool if you're into kit fashion. They're going to ask you to put some of these newer parts with some of the older parts, so some parts are going to look really detailed, really scribed up, and like I'm pretty sure these thighs are going to stay original, so it's going to be a mix. I don't plan on scribing or doing anything to this. I just want this painted, I want this displayed, and that's it. So far, I built old Qubeleys in the past, old Qubeley model kits in the past, master grades, and there were no seam lines on it, so I don't see any so far. These look like new parts for the arms and the feet. Alright, so these are all extra parts. I think you can hold a beam saber. I got some extra. So, hey man, you're paying the money for it. You're gonna get some old parts. You're gonna get some new parts, old parts. You're gonna get some extra parts. I don't know what to say. I don't know. There you go. There are the hands, and look at that. They are not articulated at all. So, womp womp. Sorry guys. Alright, some inner frame parts. Old master grades only have inner frames in the legs, so I like this a lot. Some details, cool. And there's some more parts for the hands, those big hands, man. Yo, get the fucking hands. Get the Qubeley hands, man. The fuck? Forget it. Whatever. Oh look, really detailed arm and feet parts, so yeah. I'll go scribing new details onto the old part. Parts. And there it is. I like the box is ginormous. It's a lot bigger than the old master grade, that's for sure. I guess because of the extra parts. Jesus Christ. Sweet manual and cool new blue logo band. Way to kick it up, way to change it up. But I honestly like the old logo with the little kid jumping. You use 6 decals. Use about 6 decals apparently. Yeah, that really cool big one. I guess that's the pilot's initials or some shit. I don't fucking know what this is even from. Gunpla created by Nozomi Shimizu, a member of the Le Petit Show. I don't listen. It's some Build Fighters bullshit. I don't fucking care, honestly. Basic. I'll tell you what's in English. Oh boy. So it's a simple model. These master grades are sick. If you ever get your hands on, I guess not the Dan, but even an older master grade, you're not going to be disappointed. These are massive models, and they're a ton of space, ton of room to do whatever you want to it. This package contains one set of master-grade Qubeley damned only. The actual product may vary slightly from the images. Yeah, no shit. Of course you're gonna paint and panel line the fucking thing and throw us off. You guys are scumbags. So just a little heads up. So I noticed one thing. So the hands aren't articulated, but they do move individually. You know, you spend the money, you think you're getting some articulation in hands, but no. Bandai cheaped their way out of this one. I guess you could mod it, so they do bend, but who wants to do that? Just build the fucking thing already. But I have noticed one thing so far. There is a seam line. Now, for all you babies out there, seam lines are no-no, so you need to get rid of it. So, you want to know where it is? There it is. It's on the fucking, I don't know if the camera could pick it up. It's on the thumb right, yeah, there it is. See that? That's gotta go. But I do love the detail. There's a ton of detail on this guy, and it'll be a shame to paint him white because it probably won't show up. But these hands are fantastic. I will be painting these like crazy, so stick around. Jesus. Look at that. Damn. I fucking love this.
It looks good.
Yep, this looks sick. So we are back in my place in Queens, and we finally get around to starting to paint this. The only problem I'm seeing right now with this is, oh look, there's those beautifully translated paint schemes, and I love that shit. But so what we gotta do now is, this is only giving you 4 colors, when obviously there are 5 colors here. We got the white, we got the black, we got this little gray piece for the chest, and there's these little red parts for the legs. And they don't tell you the color scheme to use for the metallic paints. But I don't really give a fuck. This ain't my first fucking rodeo. Alright, so I can fucking do this, no problem. I already have ideas what I want to do. I've seen people paint this model all different colors already. I've seen the Peru 1, Peru 2 version. I've seen Haman's version painted. But like I saw a lot of metallics and stuff use, a lot of pearl thing. My only problem right now is, this is what I was explaining before. Like, you just see like how there's so much detail in it. This also reminds me a lot of the that third-party 144 Qubeley that came out a few years ago, where it was just so there's so many details where this wouldn't look good metallic, in my opinion. There's way too much panel lining going on, and I could honestly, I can actually take care of that. I can panel line this no problem. So I'm obviously going with the white part, you know, whites and blacks, you know. And then cause I'm gonna want the metallic to be like really popping out. I really want to dry brush some shit on that and make that look nice. And I really like this nice flat look, flat tone to it. And yeah, that's some 1.0 Qubeley parts right there, man. Ain't bad. So what I have here now, this is, you know, this is a nice, easy way to set up. Get some fucking Ziploc containers. You get these anywhere. So here we got the parts pegged for the black-gray parts. So the color scheme is calling for 60% black, 40% gray. I'm probably going to go with that. I'm probably going to use GX black and neutral gray. As you can tell, the model only came with 2 parts molded in black, which are the torso and this back piece right here. So the rest of the model you're gonna have to paint black if you want it to look like the box. So that just goes to show you P Bandai in general. Like, yeah, we'll give you this awesome model for double the price, but you're still gonna have to paint it. It's not gonna look, you know, it looks pretty tacky out of the box. Yeah, it looks intimidating and shit, but if you want to paint it and make it look menacing, you know, you gotta paint your model. You gotta paint it. I don't care what you say. I don't care what kind of negative feedback comes my way. What kind of comments, oh, Dan's an elitist or whatever. Just paint the fucking model. This is what they're for. You want the action figure, buy the fucking action figure. Alright? But yeah, it's gonna look very nice. This part, I'm painting 2 colors. You know, these little round parts. That's gonna look good. This black is gonna look good. It's gonna look good. Jesus, This is good. Now, if there's one thing I can't stand, it's fucking masking. Jesus. Oh my god, guys, you have no idea what it's... This is now painted white. This is about 4 coats of GX white. About a couple, you know, these are like later coats, you know, not too bad. You have to go through them, you have to inspect each piece. Any little fucking difference is gonna ruin the paint job. You want these things to be nice, especially when it comes to clean white build. If you want it to be white, especially for the Qubeley, use GX white. You know, you could use normal gray primer, gray surfacer, but you have to do multiple coats if you want it to really pop out. Yeah, so this is what clean white looks like. So right now, I have the only dark gray part painted. I have the black painted, the white painted. I got to do a little bit of red on these little parts, and then I have to top coat them, then panel line decal and reseal them with a flat coat, and then I got to mask some parts so I could paint the metallics, because the metallics aren't getting top coated, but they will be sealed with something different to protect the paint. But I want the metallics to be, you know, a little, you know, stick out from the flat. But yeah, man, look at that. All these nice light coats really helps out. Keeps the detail there. All right. So you see now, this is the coat I would use before I use metallics. I use Alclad Gloss Black Coat, and quite honestly, I love the results. As you can tell, look at that shit, guys. Look at that shit. It is gorgeous. So I want to show you guys what the next step on this metallic thing I'm doing right now. So I painted all my parts with metallic. I really like these fucking paints. They are awesome. These Mr. Metal colors. So basically they go onto the part. And as you can tell, it's not really shiny. You know, it's really not shiny. But they're meant to be buffed. By buffed is you get yourself an old cloth, and then what you do is you seriously just, real simple, you kind of rub it. You just rub it, and then the metallic and the fucking shine will come out, no problem. Let's see, it's already starting to happen. It's my first time recording like this, so bear with me, guys. This is gonna be a trial and run and error fucking video. So I'm liking this a lot. And what it kind of reminds me of dry brushing in a way where it doesn't really get into the recessed area. So let's see. Here we are. You want to read the video again? Come on. Here is the after process. As you can tell, you see that shine, you see that shit, that's what you fucking want. Before and after, real subtle. What's up, guys? We're back. Qubeley is finally done. I've had a mixed experience with this model. A lot of paint scheme. Like, I didn't try to do so many different paint schemes. I was like, it's more like I ran out of paint. I didn't like the top coat I was using. It's just mind-boggling because I wanted to be a specific. I kind of wanted more box than anything else. I want more what it looks like on the promotional images, because I didn't want to go out and try to make, you know, like one of the Perus or whatever. Can you see? I'm trying to. There we go. And yeah. So this model, there's so much about this model. It's so popular right now. It's hot. It's a hot item. Everybody wants the fucking thing. People have been messaging me, Dan, should I get it? Should I get it? It's up to you. It's up to you. These are getting expensive and really rare. And hey, man, the thing I could say, my only advice to people that really want to get one of these is, hey, Bandai's get reissued all the time, man. There's only a select handful that I've actually experienced since the dawn of P Bandai, where they have not been reissued. And when they don't get reissued, they go for a lot of fucking money. But they really shouldn't. But, because it's not really that, all it is a different color scheme. But this is like new parts. You get a ton of extra parts. I have a ton of parts that I got with this. A ton of original Qubeley parts. And quite honestly, I don't know what to do with them. I'm done with the kit bashing. I hate that. I hate kit bashing. So I'm going to give it away along with this box to whoever the fuck wants it. Probably one of my friends. I'm just going to post it on Instagram. Say, hey guys, who wants it? Or maybe I'll just, whatever. So anyway, if you want to get your hands on it, go for it now. Or take a roll with the fucking P-Band. Because I know Stormbringer's going to be, Stormbringer's rare now. I can't even find those. Hyakushiki Crash is going to be probably the worst one to find. It's going to be really fucking hard. That Astray, that's just another 5-star story ripoff. That's going to be popular because anything Astray, man, it flies off the fucking shelf. So first things first. I had work this morning, and yeah, yo, daddy needs a drink, a little drinky poo. So a little classy, because this is a nice regal looking mobile suit. Nothing gritty. I didn't do any fucking weathering. I didn't pitch out. I wanted this thing to be clean, clean, clean. So let's get to it. Yeah, I know, I fucked up the pour. Who gives a fuck, you beer snobs? Oh, God. Good heaven. You know what that's called? That's called... What's up, Dad? How you doing? That's it. Beautiful. Golden perfection. I love this beer. It's so good. Not my favorite beer, but I will drink it. Alright. Take a break from Qubeley. Let's talk. You and me, let's talk. When I go to a bar, first things first, I need an IPA. If they don't have IPA, I'm going to ask for Yingling. If they don't have Yingling, they usually have Stella. Stella is always the third choice. If I want to get fucked up, I'm going for some whiskey ginger, some Johnny Walker, you know. Those will be in future videos, trust me. There's going to be times when I'm going to record, I'm going to be hammered. So, heads up. Oof. Alright, so, you got your beer, and now we got the Qubeley. Are you guys ready for this? Are you guys ready? Voila. The box art's sick. So, bam. The Qubeley. Damn. All fully painted. Mamma mia. Let me tell you. So, straight off the bat, as you can tell, it is probably the cleanest fucking paint jobs I've ever done. I'm a fan of clean. I think being clean builds is how you should paint. Weathering is honestly, I only like to see them in dioramas. I like to look at people's tank models and seeing them weathered. But what impresses me is a clean build. And I guess what, I'm not really that satisfied with it because I kept fucking, I started off with this one top coat by Alclad and I hated it. And I asked my buddy, I was like, bro, how do you do it? How do you get yours that smooth? I'm always looking for a nice smooth finish. And he recommended me the new Mr. Hobby GX114 super smooth clear. And Jesus Christ, I am never ever doing anything else, using anything else other than this fucking paint. Maybe like if I want like a nice flat smooth finish, dude, you gotta feel this thing. You gotta feel it. Well, clean hands, please. Feel this fuck. It feels so smooth. I've never experienced a finish this smooth, so I recommend this for all you babies out there. Jesus fucking Christ, this is the stuff. So right off the bat, I went through the box art colors. They wanted me to use white. I didn't use white. I used GX Cool White. I used 3 coats of GX Cool White to make it this bright white clean. Cool White is the brightest, whitest, most purest color you can get when it comes to white, and I do recommend it. Right after that is this. So, actually I have them right here. GX White. Oh. One question I do get a lot is, what kind of primer do I use? I use Mr. Surfacer 1200, especially when I'm doing clean builds that I want a nice smooth finish. 1500, I use that for fucking metallics. I use 1000 when I'm prepping resin or I'm looking for like any kind of imperfections. I spot off the resin with 1000. Then I sand the model after I prime it just to clear up any seam line gaps or anything. And then that's how I do that. And then I always prime with 1200 because I want smooth finish. Give me a second. It's not enough. I need bigger. I need a lot. It's my last beer too. Fuck. Anyway, so 1200's gone. I always, and these are gonna scare us, man. People have been eyeing this shit. This is the way to go. All right, there are little red spots on the legs. Those in the manual it said 50% rusted or something, 50% red. I did that because first of all, I just threw some GX red on it. It was too bright, so I had to mix up a little. But I didn't want too dark. I wanted them to pop out a little bit, just a little subtle. Because it's seriously, when you see this, you see black, white, metallics, and when you see that red, it pops, and you want a pop. For the black, I started off with GX black. It was too dark. The manual says mix in a little neutral gray. The gray of the grays is neutral gray. I just mixed a little, I poured out like 80% neutral gray and put in some black, and bam, it pops. It's not too black. It's not that gray. And when you see it, you're gonna see some better photos of it. You're gonna see that it's not black, but it's smooth. It's pure. It's perfect. And what else we got? So the metallics. This was my biggest trick with this. After I did the top coat, there's some parts I had to mask off for the metallic parts, like parts on the wrist, and because I don't like top coat metallics. It just fucks up the whole point of the model. So what I use is Mr. Metal color iron. This is what was a bitch because these bottles go fast, and my normal place where I do get my paints didn't have any more. So I had to order from some people online, and I waited, and yeah, that's why I'm like, oh, I'm kind of behind on this. So, but I do love this, and you're gonna see when I do the spin and base shots, you're gonna see what this does. You spray. This is like, if you haven't dealt with this, I recommend trying this. You spray it on. It goes on like a powder in a way, and then what you do is you just take like a paper towel and you kind of just rub it off, and it buffs it, and it just, man. And what it's great about it is because you get these seam lines that are like inside the metallic parts, or these parts where it's not really rubbing off, so like in between the knuckles and shit, and it leaves that dark while the main surface is popping out. And goddamn, Daddy likes it. Daddy likes it a lot. One last part I did, so it's very basic, next was actually, oh yeah. So people don't see it, people don't realize this, but it does require beam sabers if you want to. The wrist has a part where, if you ever built a Qubeley or whatever, or know how they are, there's the beam sabers go right here. But with this model, they don't really come out. You can't hold it because it can't make a grip. All it does is this. This is all the model does, and you can move the thumb. But they in the manual they have it so the hand goes like this, and the beam saber will come out like that. So I had to hunt down. They give you the pink plastic bullshit ones. They've been thrown in Master Grade since 1995. So I actually I hunted these down, the clear 100 scale builder parts, which are pretty hard to find now. My friend in Brooklyn had them. He's also the one who told me about the smooth. So hey, thanks a lot, bud. He's a salty bitch if you ever meet this guy. But anyway. So he hooked me up with a clear beam saber effect. I love these things, man. And I do my paint job on it. It comes in clear, so I painted it clear yellow, and then I went over with a little bit of white to brighten the base. And so when it looks out, it looks brightest down here, but clear up top. That looks cool, and that yellow looks really good against the white. So that's that. So about the model itself. It is straight up the original Qubeley Master Grade from like 2001. So not a lot's changed. They gave you a few extra parts. The extra parts still build exactly the same from 2001. There's no inner frame. There's only inner frame on the legs. It doesn't matter. Like, you're going to spend $90 to $130 to find one of these now. That's not included shipping. And you're going to get what you pay for. Kinda. You're going to get a giant... This Qubeley is a massive, massive creature. It's massive. And normal Gundam, man, it's not that big compared to this. You know, this thing fought Double Zeta, so Double Zeta is ginormous, Qubeley Heavy ginormous. They clash together. They look great together. And this one is actually taller because it does give it more heels, because the guy's obviously ripping off 5-star stories. So of course he wants to get the slim waist. The waist is just Knight of Gold, the Knight of Gold's fucking waist, or any of them. And they give him heels because. But then again, as what I mentioned before, this is a Nagano design originally, and that guy, he likes some regal ass fucking shit. So another thing you got to know about this model is these parts right here. The little ball joints that hold these heavy hands together, dude, as soon as you fucking touch it, they just fall off. They pop off because it's a ball joint and a little bit of PC part, and that's it. So, good luck. So, till next time, boys and girls and children of all ages and Qubeley marks, it's the damned. Cheers. Salute. I'm out. Hey guys, there's one more thing I want to say. Please like, subscribe, share this with whatever community you're in, whatever model of community you're in. I'm really trying to start something here because I really want to help out. I want to do my thing. The Gundam community is going to need some like positive fucking influences, and hopefully whatever you guys want to know, just let me know. Be sure to find me on Instagram, DannyGunpla. Comment, do whatever you want. Tell me what you want to see. I'll do it for you. Whatever you want to see, whatever you want me to build, just let me know, okay? And trust me, I see everything. I see everything. So whatever you want to say to me, come on. Let me know. All right? Bye.